Welcome to Washington, D.C. game day. The Toronto Raptors set to take on the Washington Wizards, Paul Jones and Sherman Hamilton. And Sherm, I love these matchups with Washington. People tend to look at the numbers and get skewed and lose their perspective. Last year, Raptors 3-0 in the regular season against Washington. Let's get them in the playoffs, say some of the fans, and the Raptors get swept out. This year, 2-0 against Washington, but a buzzer-beating 3 here at the Verizon Center and a 2-point win back in Toronto. That's a total of 3 points, winning 2 games. The numbers don't always say what people think they say.
I always say the numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the whole truth. And the reality is Washington is a tough team, and the Raptors have had to play tough basketball against them to get wins. And I think the Washington Wizards are in that transition mode of trying to figure out how to be successful with playing up-tempo style basketball while still trying to figure out how to be a good defensive team, because that area of their game has suffered with this up-tempo style. The reality is they're still dangerous. They can score points on you. They've got one of the fastest guards in the league with the ball in his hands in John Wall. They present a lot of challenges, hence the matchups this year and how close those battles have been.
Well, Sherm, interesting. Randy Whitman said after last year, the second consecutive first-round loss, he was looking for something. The front office, they talked, looking for something to get to the next level, and they've gone with the up-tempo. That's created some issues for teams around the league. It's going to create some issues for Toronto tonight. What's the best way to deal with that, and what role does your offense play in all of this?
Well, I think a couple of things. I mean, your offense, you have to execute. You have to take good shots. You can't give them the opportunity with bad shots or missed shots to get out in transition. You need good rebounding balance, but more importantly, you need better defensive balance. If you're not rebounding the basketball, you need to get back and show John Wall bodies. The other thing offensively is you can't turn the ball over. Those live ball turnovers will cost you. You've got to make sure that those passes are crisp, set those solid screens, get the ball to where it needs to get to, because they play the passing lanes and they want to get into that open court and punish you.
Well, they have forced Toronto to turn the ball over a lot in the 2 games. You can see what happens tonight. The Raptors and the Wizards here from the Verizon Center, 7 o'clock on Sportsnet 1 and 7 o'clock on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.